Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's the second weekend that we've had the keys and we've got the old owner and his friend coming to collect all the rubbish that they left behind, and me and Zach are going to tackle the two front bedrooms because they're the only things that we didn't do last weekend. So with the small box bedroom, there was a few cupboards that were left behind, not the built-in ones, the ones that were on the floor. We've put them into the garage so they can take them away, so that room's fairly empty now, and we're going to hopefully peel off all of the plastic coverings on the built-in wardrobes, and hopefully there'll be like a nice MDF plank behind them so we can paint them white and they don't look as dated. And then we were thinking of just keeping them in for the time being because it's going to be expensive. If we rip all them out, we have to change the floor, we have to sort out all the walls. So we're thinking we'll make the best of them, you know, take off the wallpaper, do as much as we can to that room, make it livable, and then in the future, when we've got the money and the time, we can then redo it properly. But I'll show you what the room looks like now. So this is the front bedroom. If you remember, there was a little sort of drawer thing there. I think there was a single bed here, so there was a little drawer thing in that corner with a lamp, and then on this side there was a chest of 3 drawers. There is a floating shelf which I'm going to try and remove in a second. And then what we want to do, so these are the built-in cupboards. I opened up this one, so all the stuff's being taken out, which is good. And if you peel it off, show how well you can see that. But there is a nice MDF sheet behind it, so hopefully we can peel all the cupboards off and give them a good paint. So we'll see how we get on with that. And we'll see what we can transform this room into today. I'm going to empty the room first, and then I will take off the shelf, and then we'll start peeling off the wardrobes. So let's take out the lawnmower. Something else I forgot to mention as well, it also comes with a trouser press. So yeah, we might use that once or twice, but it's definitely going when we get the room redone. But because this door's always open, there's a lot of webs and dust all behind there, and I imagine there's going to be lots up there as well. So let's take off this shelf and we'll see what we're working with underneath. My dad actually made me a little toolkit. He got the bag and everything from Aldi, and then inside he just picked out some bits from his garage that he thought I might need. So we've got sort of a filer, got a mini hammer, and then inside of here is all things that came with the kit from Aldi. So we've got a metal hammer, we've got Allen keys, screwdrivers, spirit levels, what else is that, pliers, and he got me this little saw from the garage just in case I needed it. But what I need currently is a screwdriver, and let's have a look, probably a PZ1 or 2. Let's try the 1. Yeah, perfect. So the guys who were taking all the rubbish from the garage just came, so I had to stop and go say hello. Okay, so let's see. I think what we do, unhook it like that. Oh, actually, my dad got me an electric screwdriver, so let's go try that one. So this is from Aldi as well. I think this was about £20, I think, I'm not sure. And it comes in this little case. And you've got it's sort of like a starter electric drill thing. It's not like the ones with the battery bases. But this just has a couple of attachments that you can put on. I'm just going to put this basic one on now. Just sort of slips into place like that. And then it comes with quite a few different things. So this one's too big. Absolutely perfect. So I just pop that in. Like an absolute dream. Okay, so I've done the shelf. This is what it looks like. The only things left behind are those strange screws, so I'm gonna have to get my dad to rip those out, and we're getting the walls plastered anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. What I want to try and do now is see how much we can peel these off. I might have to take the handle off first. So ideally, since we want to keep this room for a little bit longer than expected, we're thinking of just doing it up as best as we can. So that would be, you know, replacing the door handles, maybe doing the flooring, or just adding a rug to whatever we have in here already. And, you know, just trying to make it a bit nicer. Because, to be honest, we do need as much storage as we can get while we renovate other parts of the room. So, you know, it wouldn't be too bad actually. This is what the cupboards are looking like. They look great. I'm gonna do the rest and see what we're left with, and maybe we'll even scrape off all the wallpaper and maybe start painting if we get the cleaning done. So that's exciting. We'll go to like B&Q or something and just get a normal pot of white paint. That would be really fun. This is the room with all the cupboards off and everything's peeled off, so it's ready to paint now. We can't peel this one off because this is sort of just the coating of the wood. I've tried to peel it off in certain places just to test it, and it sort of ruins it, but thankfully the wood covers that. So I've managed to peel off all of this in the middle, so this is all MDF. And then the flooring, I can't do that either, but I'm thinking if I sand it so it's a bit more of a rougher finish, then I can paint it, and then we can just get another runner that goes along the floor, because I did try and take that off as well, but there's a gap between the wood floor and the wardrobe. There is some questionable colouring down this corner, and I think it might be damp, so I'm going to give that a clean, see if what the thing's like underneath the wallpaper, and see what's happening in that corner. And then that's all the tools and stuff, and then they're the doors, so I'm going to move the doors out the room, and hopefully we can hoover and start taken the wallpaper down. But I think the wallpaper has been painted over about 6 or 7 times. This is what it looks like. So I had a screwdriver because it's that rough and it just wasn't coming off, so it's going to be a pretty big job. Normally we just get the steamer and it'll steam right off, but this is definitely going to need some sort of tool to peel off. My fingertips are absolutely killing me, that's why I've got the gloves on now. I can't feel these 2 fingers where I've been trying to peel everything off. So I'm going to see if I can get these doors back on the wardrobes. I tried earlier and it went miserably wrong, but I think I took them off wrong. I took out 2 screws instead of 1, so I need to put one of the screws back on the door before I put them into the frame, and they should go back on, and then that'll give me more floor space to try and take the wallpaper off. So let's get these off and let's put the small cupboards back on because I took them ones off right. So let's see. My mum and dad have just arrived, so my mum's cleaning the bathroom, which is what we've been putting off for 2 weeks now, and my dad's sorting out the rotted floor in the what will be pantry. So we've cleaned and sorted out this room. This is all ready for painting now. We've cleaned the radiator, which you will have seen, and now I am trying to tackle the wallpaper. So because he's painted over it a couple of times, it's an absolute pain to peel off, so I have to use a knife to try and take off the top layer, and then I'll use the steamer on the bottom layer before it gets to the actual wall. And then we'll give the place a good clean and then hopefully paint tomorrow. So we went to Screwfix yesterday and we got matte emulsion, and we also got satin wood, which is what my mum said we needed for the top coat. So we're going to do a base coat with that and then a top coat with this on the wardrobe doors, and we're going to sand all of this down so it's all rough, and then hopefully that'll paint a bit nicer, and we'll take the doors off and paint them separately. And what I want to do is get some gold bar handles here because I think that would look really cute. Put that on. This is after we're finished. We've given it a little bit of a clean, so it's at least I suppose a livable room if we need to store any of our things in here. But these are the bare walls. It's echoey again because we've took most of the furniture out. And then This is the radiator. So we're thinking we don't hate the radiator cover, so we might change these patterns and either put like a panel or another cut out pattern. We're not sure, but for the time being they're okay. And what we need to do is we're looking at getting the windows replaced, and we want to make it a bay window. We need the electrics doing, so they're going to be cutting into the walls to chase the electrics. We need this filling in, and then we also want to get all the walls skimmed so we can paint them. So there's quite a lot of things that need to be done before we can, you know, do the walls, change the flooring. So if we paint the cupboards, that's at least getting this side sorted. And then we've got a quote with an electricity company to do the electrics on Tuesday, so we'll see what that comes back with. We want to get some more quotes, but a few of them aren't available this week, which is a bit annoying. But we've got a guy coming to do the electrics and quote us for that job, and my mum tomorrow is going to ring round loads of window companies because we really want black windows, sort of like, what's the word, like an old style window with the lines in. We want them jet black, we don't want the dark grey. Too many people have the dark grey, so we said we want the jet black or white. So we're going to get quoted for them and see if we need planning permission for the bay windows, because we're not too sure on that. But I think the room's looking amazing. I'm very excited, and I think as soon as these are painted white it'll look so much brighter. Hi guys, so I'm coming to you from the present day. It's currently November of 2021, and I'm just finishing the editing of the video that you've just watched, and I thought I'd do a little update of this room because where it was left sort of isn't an accurate representation of what we're doing with it. So we were going to keep these cupboards. This is them painted. I'll do a little show you around of the room, but we were going to keep them, but then we realised because we wanted hardwood flooring throughout the full house, we didn't want to have to cut around the hardwood floor to fit the shape of these wardrobes. So we're going to take them out and we're going to try and put them up in the garage where the boiler is, so the cupboard can hide the boiler, and then we can store some gym things into it. So that's the plan. So this room sort of was just left after we painted it. I've been using this room as an office while the rest of the house has been super dusty, so this just basically houses my things until the bedroom or my actual dressing room's ready. So I'll show you around, and then in the next renovation vlog you'll see the progress we've made in the utility so far. It's very exciting what we've done in there. So let's show you the room. So this is the entrance, obviously. We did end up taking the beading off the edge of the wardrobes while we painted, and if you remember me saying there was a gap around the edge, that's just because he's done the flooring up to the wardrobes and it didn't go underneath. So this was them painted. This is about 1 or 2 coats maybe. It's not the best job, but it was getting there. We just stopped doing it because there was no point wasting the paint. We don't have any handles. I've been using a hair bobble with a knot just so I can open the door. But yeah, so those are the wardrobes. Underneath there, that is the new electricity box, because we did actually get the electrics done. So this is all new. They chased the wall, so we've still got some holes in the ceilings. We have the old spotlight holes, you can see, and then the holes from the shelf are all filled. They just need to be sanded back so they're flat against the wall. We also have holes down here because we took the beading off. So there's holes all the way into the corner there. This is actually the bed for the bedroom, my computer box, and then this is my desk. What we decided was getting one pendant light in here, because it's only a small room. We definitely didn't need full spotlights like what the guy already had. So we swapped that for a pendant, and then we put the box here because it was at the time when we were planning on keeping these, and we thought we'd put like a back to that little cubby hole thing and make a bench seat, but obviously we're not doing that anymore. So I think when we eventually get the flooring done and the walls sorted, we'll probably just get a cupboard just to cover that so it's out of the way. So yeah, this room's really cosy and it does well. It's like a mini office filming room for the time being. The only problem is we don't have any blinds, so at night time when I'm editing and I have the light on, every single person walking past can look in and see me, so that's not ideal. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for renovation vlog 3, which will be the utility or the bedroom. I'm in the process of editing them both now, and I hope you have a lovely day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.